What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are making Gobi Manchurian. So Gobi Manchurian is an Indian dish. It is deep fried cauliflower tossed in a sweet and spicy sauce. It is hands down one of my favorite things to eat this month, especially since I have gone vegetarian for the month of January. If you're brand new here, go ahead and hit that subscription button. I really do appreciate it, and without further ado, let's hop into it. So first things first, let's go ahead and chop up our vegetables. We're going to be chopping up our spring onion here. You can chop up as little or as much as you want. In addition to that, we're going to be chopping up our cauliflower into little florets about the size of a boneless chicken wing. Bring a pot of water to a rolling boil. Once the water is boiling, you can go ahead and kill the heat. Add your cauliflower florets to this water and let it soak for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, while the cauliflower is soaking, we can get started on our batter. For the batter, we're going to combine half a cup of flour with a half teaspoon of black pepper, a half teaspoon of turmeric, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. Slowly add water to your dry ingredients and whisk thoroughly so that you end up with a nice viscous batter. If you do end up adding a little bit too much water, no worries, you can always add a little bit more flour to kind of balance that out, or if it is too thick, you can go ahead and add a little bit more water. At the end of the mixture, you should have a consistency that coats your finger but doesn't completely run off. By the time you're done preparing your batter, your cauliflower florets should be complete and the 5 minutes should be up. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drain them in a colander, get all the residual moisture off of them. And what I like to do is before I add them to the batter is pat dry them with a paper towel, because any residual moisture that is left on the cauliflower is going to thin out your batter and it's going to run off when you fry your cauliflower florets. So make sure they're really dry. If you want, you can even dust them with a little bit of extra flour before dumping it into the batter. Once they're dry, drop them into the batter and give it a good mix so that all parts of the cauliflower florets are evenly coated. Next up, we need to get our oil for frying our cauliflower florets really hot. If you want to test the heat of your oil, what you can do is drop a little piece of batter into the oil. If it begins to sizzle and starts to fry, then your oil is good to go. What you can do is drop your cauliflower florets in. It should take about 5 minutes to fry one batch. So right here, just drop them in, let them cook for about 2.5 minutes, then sort of stir it and flip it over so that you get a nice evenly coated fry. What you should have by the end is a nice golden brown color before you take them off and strain them or dry them on a paper towel on a plate. When we finish frying our cauliflower florets, we're going to go ahead and place them on a plate with paper towel to drain any of that excess oil that is on them. You can even pat dry the tops of your cauliflower florets to absorb any of that excess oil. We want to get as much of the oil off of them as possible because any residual leftover oil is going to make the batter a little bit soggy. We want these to remain somewhat crispy when we toss it in our sauce. Finally, we are going to be making our Manchurian sauce. It is really simple to make. We're going to go ahead and heat up a pot of oil. We're going to add in half a tablespoon of minced garlic, followed by half a tablespoon of ground ginger. If you have fresh ginger, you can go ahead and use that as well. We're also going to be adding half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce, half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of no salt added tomato sauce, half a tablespoon of white sugar, 3.5 tablespoons of water, and finally, if you prefer a little bit of heat, you can add 1 tablespoon of chili paste. Right here, I'm using a Vietnamese style chili paste. I feel that the flavor works really well with the Manchurian sauce. Go ahead and reduce this for about 5 minutes on medium heat. Stir it occasionally so you get all the ingredients mixing together. Once it is done, you can go ahead and add it to your fried cauliflower florets. To combine the florets with the sauce, simply place both in a Tupperware, cover the Tupperware, and give it a good shake. What this is going to do is it's going to jumble up all the ingredients and get everything nice and evenly coated. Plate your Gobi Manchurian and garnish with spring onion. There you have it, Gobi Manchurian, absolutely delicious dish. You can pair this with some rice or eat it with french fries as a substitute for chicken wings. That's going to do it for this video. If you're brand new here, please go ahead and hit that subscription button. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and drop a like. Thank you so much for watching the video, and until next time, I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy. Peace.